this world is one of action. I'm starting to learn as I get older. And so what I do is I get up every single weekend. I pick one of the days and I go out. And it doesn't really matter where I go or what I do, but I always set the goal for myself that I'm gonna take 100 pictures. I always try to warm up photographically, so when I get to a location, I, just take 10 photos just of, the parking lot, my feet, my car, whatever you have to do. Photography is like sports, you gotta warm up. I'm heading up to a couple of spots in Oswego that I know where I can do some long exposure stuff. I'll head into the harbor areas, see if I can get some boats. There's a cool tugboat that's up there. So I'm on my way up. I'm gonna stop and get some gas station coffee, and I'll see you up in Oswego. And one of the most beautiful things about Oswego is right ahead of me, straight down the road, you can see the actual lighthouse right on the water. We're gonna go up around the old fort and take some pictures up there and see if we can get the lighthouse on the water. Okay, so I'm at the fort. I'm at Fort Ontario. This is the first stop of probably 2 or 3 this morning. If you haven't been up here, there's a little parking area. Just use GPS to find it. There is down here, sometimes the gates are locked, so I park across the street at the little art association. But if you've never been up here, you really gotta check it out. It's amazing. If I look at the fort, you can see these giant stone walls and then the buildings in behind, and you just get the tops of the buildings, which is really, really cool. So great spot to just do regular everyday photography practice. Here's a great example of why practice is so important. I have not shot with this filter set in so long because, basically the weather's been terrible. So I'm like relearning what I need to do. This should be second nature to me. And this is why practice is so important. And I'm so shocked that people discount practice, because it's the foundation, it's the bedrock of all creative skill. Is you've got to get out and do the work. This is a world of action. This isn't a world of sitting at home watching YouTube videos or going on Amazon looking up how much the newest camera costs. It's about this, going out, doing the work. And if you're not doing the work, you're never going to get better. I'm going to move to a different location. This composition is a little skewed. There's some break walls here that I don't like, and I'm gonna try to go a little bit east of here, see if we can get a little bit better composition. So let's move spots. I'm leaving Fort Ontario now. Got some long exposure stuff, good practice there. Now I'm gonna head to a couple of other locations in Oswego, down near the water. There's a couple. I'm gonna go try to get some boat-like maritime scenes. There's an old tugboat that's down near a little grain filling station. And I'll put a link in the description below for the little museum that's down there. But really cool spot, really cool shot out on the pier. There's a tugboat, the LT5, that served in, I believe, World War II, Operation Overlord, D-Day. Looks like it's got on the smokestack one of the airplanes that it shot down. So really cool. If you're thinking about coming to Oswego, I'll leave the link for the coordinates here down in the description. But Oswego's got this really cool maritime history. You can walk around and find all kinds of easy boat pictures. So again, good place to practice. Don't discount Oswego. Again, everybody always goes on these long, ridiculous trips, or they buy super expensive gear. You don't need to do either of those things. You can travel locally, right? 30 minutes, some gas station coffee, and you're here. And this is a great spot. So I'm gonna set up, I'm gonna work this scene a little bit. I've taken some pictures before. This is a good spot for like really terrible weather. If it's like snowing or hailing, this is great, although you freeze your butt off. But I'm gonna try to work it just the same and get a little practice in. Okay, I'm in my third spot here in Oswego. This is an unusual location. Basically, there's a power plant, and then SUNY Oswego, and there's a small drive down through that looks like residence halls. When you first go into it, you're like, where am I going? Can't be right, I gotta turn around. But if you keep following it all the way down, you get to this spot where there's the break wall connection that connects to the lighthouse. So this is a cool spot. There's also some flat rocks down here where kids party, but to the east you have the walkway and the break wall, and to the west you kind of have the spot where kids, come and get drunk and party. But what I like to do is when the water is pretty flat, calm, and there's not much wind, I like to head out there and just shoot some pictures. So it's a great spot. No. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Well, I looked through all of my cards that I used for that shoot, and I cannot find the images that I shot on the big camera, which I would love to show you. I deleted them. I don't know what I did with them. That happens more than I care to admit. I also would like to apologize for the terrible audio. Somehow when I was driving up, instead of plugging the mic all the way into the side, I forgot, so I got single channel audio. So if you only hear something out of one ear, that's why. And then the third thing is, I forgot to record the ending kind of this video. And here's the ending. Oswego's a great city. You should go. Photographically, it's like a whole different part of the world. It's 30 minutes away. You can get your gas station coffee. You can drive up in 30 minutes. You've got this port, boats, and all kinds of cool scene. And it's really accessible. Everybody's super nice up there, and nobody has a problem taking pictures. So you should definitely do it. And Jordan, if you're laughing at me right now for my video trouble, don't laugh. This is hard, and I appreciate what you do, because this is hard. So I wanted to say I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, and this video series is a learning opportunity. All right, thanks. Try out Oswego. You'll love it.